Dory fleet in Pacific City launches right off the beach. It's a tricky maneuver that requires special skills. Mother Nature decides if you can go out or if you should just go home. We set sail with Captain Joe Hay of Haystack Charters on a cold and foggy morning. We were the only boat on the beach, and I assumed that was because we were launching so early, but that was not the case. More on that in a moment. We hit the waves, or should I say, we attacked the waves, and they hit back.
Okay, hang on, you guys.
My first thought was, is it always this rough getting out to sea for the Dory boats?
It looked great when we launched and that big stuff came through. If you don't have the skills, then it can go disastrous.
I'm glad you didn't tell us that before. The reason there were no other Dory boats on the beach when we launched is that the waves were a little too sporty, as Captain Joe says. Other Dory captains later told me that of all the Dory boat captains in Pacific City, Joe was the best one to navigate these nasty waves. As we headed out to sea, we passed the iconic symbol of Pacific City, Haystack Rock.
It's the third largest seascape monolith in the world. It's 330 feet tall. It's actually named after my family. My last name is Hay, and we've lived here for 28 years.
Any of this true?
Yeah, Captain Joe has some fun out there. This time of year, they're catching lean cod, black rockfish, and crab. In the summer, it turns to coho salmon and halibut. Some charters go farther out for tuna. Under the direction of Captain Joe and deckhand Peyton, charter guest John started fishing.
Once you hit the bottom, you're going to bounce the bottom 3 or 4 times. On your way down, you'll have fish that you're going through. You'll feel them hit it. If you go too quick, you just go right through the fish.
And it didn't take long before the action started.
You're not in a hurry, just slow and steady. Don't forget to breathe. Oh my. You only got 2.
And that set the stage for the morning.
Perfect. Oh my God, that thing's huge. That's a big old canary.
It might be tempting to simply say the fish were biting this morning, but you have to know where the fish are, and that is a necessary skill Dory boat captains must possess. And Captain Joe has that in spades.
So reel up, you guys. We're going to move a little bit. Got something that's nibbling on this. That's a lingcod.
Honestly, it was shocking how many fish and how quickly John pulled them in.
I'm going to start calling him Turbo.
Is this common to be catching so many fish so fast? No. Yes?
Yeah. Reel up, John. We're going to move a little bit. We drifted off the spot.
In no time at all, John limited out, and we headed to Captain Joe's crab rings.
Dungeness.
So what are we doing now?
So I think what we'll do is we'll head down to the rock and go around the back side of the rock so you can tell everybody you've been on the far side.
Dory boat captain, fishing guide, stand-up comedian. Captain Joe has a lot of fun out there, but he gets very serious when he talks about why he does this.
Number one, going through the surf is so unique. It's one of 2 or 3 places in the world where they can go off the beach. Then to come out here in the fishery we have. Yeah, and you have to respect the ocean. I mean, I have a very healthy respect. I love the ocean.
And with that, it was time to head to shore, another complicated maneuver that requires power, skills, and timing. Adding to the tricky landing is avoiding surfers who also enjoy the Pacific City waves.
That was brilliant.
On the beach in Pacific City, This is Dave Jones for Destination Oregon.